On this episode of Kustom Kreatures,
We've driven 1,000 kilometres from Sydney to Castlemaine just to pick up a race car.
we've driven. You flew.
Yes, I flew. It
And how was your flight?
was terrible. There was way too much dressing on my salad. How was your trip?
Long.
This is Ben. He's the owner of Lucky's Speed Shop in Sydney and our tour guide into the world of old school hot rods and customs. Hope you've had your tetanus shots because he's about to take us on a dumpster dive into custom culture. Anyway, we're here now in Castlemaine, Australia's hot rod capital. In fact, they're so crazy about hot rods, they don't even know that it's AFL Grand Final day today. Ask this guy over here. Who are you going for? Oldsmobile. There you go.
That's right.
Anyway,
Very
we're
good.
almost there, but not quite yet. We've got about 15 k's to go down the road to Newstead to pick up your 55 gasser?
56 Chevy Gasser
56 Chevy gasser.
project. It's not really a car yet.
It's not really a K, so it doesn't go.
Not even by a long shot.
Let's go.
All right.
Where is it?
It's right here.
This is the race car.
Well, the starting of the bones of.
I thought it was going to be in the shed.
No.
I thought it was going to be an actual car.
When a project is at this stage,
Yep.
it usually gets pushed out in the yard.
Oh, Ben.
It's an Australian delivered four-door sedan.
It's got two doors though, but has that been welded up there?
Not back there, but up here, yes.
Yep.
So it's been converted to a two-door. These are American two-door doors.
Yep.
And it's had a chop.
Yep.
It was a factory right-hand drive delivered car. But when you're building a race car, everything that's here is all you'd keep, even if the car was complete. It would all go back onto eBay or in the scrap metal bin. The front end is going to be fiberglass. The trunk will be fiberglass. The windows will be plexiglass. We'll use those rails. We use the original rear suspension, and we have a solid axle for the front end. That, apart from some other, this is high-tech racing seat right here. That goes in the front, right there. And solid axle. Remember last week, or the other week when we were at Nostalgia Drags, the Gasser high altitude nose stance, is reliant on the single solid axle over parallel leaf spring.
So that's the one with the skinny front wheels, the axle which goes straight across, and it's the one with the bonnet raised up, or the front of the car raised up. And we worked out that, well, there's no scientific reason for that being any better off the line.
Well, the theory at the time, like we discussed, was that the car would accelerate once the load had fully transferred back, tires hook, car launches. So by putting the nose of the car up, they thought they could accelerate the process and get off the line.
So they're cutting out all that bit. We're already
Turns
up
out
there.
it doesn't work at all.
It doesn't work at all. It looks good though.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
And this is going to be a period race car. The driveline, everything. There's nothing going in the car newer than 1962.
So, foreseeably, we could take this to, when I say we, I'm liking that, we could take it to the Nostalgia Drags next year or something like that. So it'd be
Next year might be a bit optimistic, but
Yep.
Nostalgia Drags, Day of the Drags, the Chopped Rod and Custom Festival where they do dirt drag racing is another option.
Yep.
It won't be built on the ragged edge to be super competitive.
Yep.
It's about having fun, so it'll be a reliable race car. Be able to take it out several times a year without having to tear it down and rebuild it.
I like the chop on this as well. It's similar to the 51. It's so subtle that it doesn't look like it's been done, but you'd notice it if you park next to
to a stalker.
56.
A little bit of a chop is a nice thing. I think you can over chop a car. It's about the continuity of the curvature. If you go too hard, relatively, the roof becomes flat looking.
Pancaked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we haven't measured it against a stalker, but it looks like about a 3-inch chop to me.
It's perfect chop.
2 7/8 or something like that. And I like the profile. It's good, solid, rust-free starting point.
Do we know if those, if that frame is from the car itself?
It is a 56 Chevrolet frame,
Yep.
but we don't know if it originated with the car.
Yeah.
The history is a bit ambiguous on this thing. We don't know who did the chop. We don't know who did the two-door conversion.
Yeah.
But it is a pretty solid, fairly low rust example, and it should be a fairly easy conversion into a race car.
Yeah. I love the symmetry of the dash as well. Like that's set up to be.
Well, GM, being a global manufacturer,
yeah.
did often incorporate design elements that would allow for exporting to right-hand drive countries.
Because that's easily left or right. Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. Now, engine-wise, you said that we're picking up an engine as well. Is that the engine which is going to go into here?
No. We are picking up an engine, a big block, that's going in my shop truck. But the motor for this car is an early 283 Chevrolet V8, except it's been overboard for a total of 301 cubic inches, which was a common and desirable combination back in the day. And it's getting a supercharger and a Hillborn injector. So it's all period race spec stuff.
Cool. What number are you going to paint on the side of it?
No number. It's called the Money Shot.
The Money Shot.
Yeah, green glass, green metal flake, and it's going to have a cannon shooting bags of cash.
The money.
The Money Shot.
I love it. All right, so we've got to get that onto your trailer.
Correct.
That's going to be interesting, but also, so we're picking up the engine in here.
The motor we're going to load first because it's heavy. We want it towards the front of the trailer.
Okay.
Then we've got some manpower floating around here. We'll lift the body on. We'll feed the rails in from the back because the body's over the rails. And then we'll load up the front and rear axles and strap her all down.
Should we look at the motor?
Let's have a
look.
look.
Check it out. So this is the engine.
Yeah, this is a 396 Chevrolet big block. It has been built for boost. It was a supercharged motor that just came out of Ryan's Camaro.
This is a beast.
This is a street registered car. It's currently getting an upgrade for drag week. This car competed last year with the 396 and a Pro Charger. So that motor is built for boost, but it's getting now a full race spec 514 cubic inch big block that'll handle more boost.
Okay, so we are waiting for a tire to put on here because we're going to nestle the engine. It's going to sit in it like a bird in a nest.
Exactly. Gingerly cupped.
Cupped.
Yeah.
There's a word you
So
don't
put the
hear
tire
often
there.
enough.
The reason is because of the oil pan. It's not a flat bottom scenario. So we put the oil pan in the center of the tire, and the rest of the motor is supported by the tire, and then we can strap it down without it sliding in.
Is that a plant?
Yeah, that's a plant.
Can we take it? We can use this, right?
Oh, that's a sting nettle.
That I'm handling.
Yes.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for that tip off.
Put it in your undies.
Thanks for the heads up.